that. Yeah, they're loud, loud. This is one thing. Oh, can I get it? Oh, it's not there yet. There we go. The airplane coming in. Airplane coming in. Out here on the Columbia River. Let me flip it so you can see my view. It's the Kaiser Shipyard Memorial. Um, this right here is the Kaiser Shipyards. There's a lot of history here. I'll read you a couple things when we get there. I parked right there. So it says open. It's a good spot. Like this place be packed during the summertime. I know I'm coming in early, but we'll go up here in a little bit. But there's some stuff going on down here. But I thought it was interesting. Like here's where um, this is a very special place for Vancouver, Washington. It says this waterfront supplied berries and salmon to the Chinook tribe. I'm glad they started there because this is not our land. Then it grew crops for Vancouver and the Vancouver barracks. Then in 1865, Lowell M. Hidden from New England brought 200 acres, which he worked as a family farm. His grandson, Robert Hidden, a Vancouver brickyard owner, described the land as 2 feet of topsoil of 90 feet of gravel. So it's, the before and after, I know one of the Hiddens. I used to know a person very well, not so much. But, in 1942, the miracle builder Henry J. Kaiser came down to town to make deals with the government. He leased 100 acres of the Hiddens. But this is where I'm going to say this is what it looked like back in the day, because what they did is they made ships for the wars until the wars were no longer the big deal. Now I don't know too much history of like is it part of Kaiser Permanente? It could be. I have no idea. Some of these things, and I could have read this before, but like, look, I'm just keeping it real. I don't come here for the history. I don't know too much about the history. There's a lot of stuff here that if you want to look at, bring your kids. It's all good, all gravy. This is, I think it's pretty cool to have these things. I have never, ever, ever looked at these things before. I'm only doing it. Here we go. Kaiser Permanente, the donors. There's something there probably with Kaiser Permanente, but I don't know. But because I don't come here for that. This is what I come here for. I come here. I love water. I'm a Pisces, and here on the Columbia River is gorgeous. I'm not gonna be out here too long because it's cold. It is freezing weather. But this is the view I get to see. As you can see right here, there's a tugboat pushing something, or there's a boat pushing something that's happening right here, and they're doing some work. Which I've never seen them do work out here, especially with the trees. But there's down trees all over the place. And that's the thing about business, man. It never stops. So I'm gonna go up on here and let's see. I got the cones right there, but I'm gonna see if how close they allow me to get because of the work that they're doing. I just come down here, y'all, because it's just a beautiful scenery. This is we're on the Vancouver side, Vancouver, Washington. The other side is Portland, Oregon. The airport is right over there. I saw them on the boat, and they were pulling something, but I think they're trying to get all these like logs and everything over here. They're just doing all this over here, and like, look, y'all, it's cold. It's cold. It's freezing degree weather right here, and they're already doing some work. But like I said, the airport's right there. As they're coming down, as you can see, it's beautiful. There's a I-205 bridge. I don't want to get in y'all's way.
Oh no, you're good.
Well, y'all just move.
Trying to get the log out of there.
Oh, okay. I was seeing That sucks. Are you guys with for the oh, for the city? Okay. Dang. Did they supply you with the boat? Wow. You got to use your own boat, huh? Okay. Well, you're on just YouTube Live, so so he said they gotta get this. I don't want to go past here. But homie got to use his own boat to get this log out here. And what's funny, I didn't expect this, but I think it's interesting how, when we talk about business, right? When we talk about all that there is when it comes to business and all that, like business is tough, like, and how do you dominate in a space to where like you might not know and you take risk and you just don't know. And I come here just to um man, and for those that can hear me and you have questions, please feel free to ask questions. But I come out here just because like it's so peaceful. It's so peaceful, and sometimes that's what we need. Homie is coming back again. I don't want to get in his way. But it sometimes we have so many things that are on the mind, and when you hear nature, when I hear the water splashing, you might not be able to hear the water splashing. You see it moving, and you just see the scenery, and you just say like, "Wow, okay, God, like my problems, everything that's going on with me, everything that I have, everything that you have done, like I am so small, and like I am a creation because you are the creator." You might not be able to see. Let me see if I can zoom in. Hold on a moment. Let me see if I can zoom in some stuff here because you get to see Mount Hood out in the distance, like way out here. That's the mountain. I'm gonna zoom in. See that? So that's the beautiful thing when you come out here to Pacific Northwest. People say like, it's so. I mean, look, it's undefeated in the summertime. I'm just because I'm shaking. It's cold out here. um, but this is the view. The airport's just right over here. Airport's right over here, and maybe I first came on. You you possibly heard the jets come through, and this is the Columbia River. It's like one of the main ways, especially for our port system, to come through. And I would walk out more, but they got cones out there, so I don't want to do that. But I can go on the other side. So let me just go on the other side because um, I want to show y'all some things. Because people say like, Nathan, like, what do you have going on, or are you how you doing today, or are you able to crush it today, and how do you manage, and some of that, y'all, is just self-care. Self-care, like life be life, and life is not always easy. Life sucks at times, but you got to find the places that are going to allow you to reconnect with yourself and find the best you. There's a question that I ask all the time to my students, which I haven't been in the classroom for a hot minute, but there's a question I always ask my students. Let me show you what I'm looking at here. I always like to ask my students on the first day of a business class. Man, it's bright, but man, it's beautiful. The water is so beautiful. It's clear too. It's clear. Man, I love it out here. One of the things I ask my students is, what's one thing you can do that someone can't profit off of you? What's one thing you can do that no one can make money off of you? What is one thing you can do that people can't leverage and gain something that's not theirs? And I only had one person give me an answer that's pretty fire. And that person, and I say, you're absolutely right. No one can profit off of your prayers. But when it comes to this, This is pay by for the city, just like what they're doing right here. When I asked them who contracted them, dude has to use his own boat. He's using his own boat to my gosh, that was a loud bang. That's a loud bang over there. Um, so hey, 3AX X3N, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Thank you for the likes, y'all. Thank you for the follows as well. Thank you for everyone coming on. I see you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for coming on. I'm just showing you that, in business, like this person, they're contractors. I'm sure they're like me, a 1099, uh, or they could be employed just like me. They're out here working, using their own equipment. He's using his own boat to get this log out the dang river, and they're trying to put it out there, just showing you something different because it's not always what we think it is. Like, again, thank you for the likes, thank you for the follows, thank you for the shares. I appreciate you. Let me know if you have any questions. Here's a boat out here right right now that's like just chilling. I don't know whose it is, but someone could be living in that. I have no idea. But when I came out here just to get this peace and this, oh man, I just need a different scenery, right? I just come out here and I usually go and sit in my car, but I had to come out here just so I can show you what folks are out here doing, looking like, on a beautiful sunny day. Man, this place is packed. Like, man, you see that whole area be packed. I come out here with my kids and we be going out here swimming because it's not that deep. It's super deep when you go out in the middle and you just saw the boats and you just go out that way, um like over that way. I'm pointing to it, but you see the mic over that way. And it goes over, it goes to the I-5 bridge where it's like we got to get it constructed. This is the yacht center over here. And if you guys follow all like some of my golf videos, I was a part of a club that they're and you can see their trees at the Columbia Edgewater golf course. It's right there. Let me zoom in. Hold on, let me make sure I don't drop my mic. Ooh, Jesus, that would be a bad thing if I drop my mic, man. I'd be so upset. So that's their trees are all pointy. That's their trademark, the Columbia Edgewater. Their trees are all pointy. I don't know if you can really see it because it doesn't show you, but this is what I love to see. I love seeing these planes come in. When I was let me Well, I think my mic just died, so hopefully, can y'all hear me? Okay? Can y'all hear me? Okay? Let me know if you can't hear me. One of the things that Oh shoot! Let me know if you can't hear me. Because I changed my mic. Hopefully, you can hear me. Okay. Let me go on back. Um, one If you can hear me, if you can you just say let me know because I had to take out my mic. Hopefully that works. If you can hear me, let me know. Please let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I just don't want to be talking just to be talking. Uh, One of the like back 6 years, you can say 6 years ago, during the pandemic, my office was over here, like over there, and I got a chance to. I was high enough in my building where I was able to watch planes take off as you see the planes land. Like, again, the airport's just right over there, and I was struggling, like really struggling. And I remember the airline industry got their um, got a bailout. Pretty much, they had $1 billion bailout, and I'm just like, Nathan, there's no shortage of money. Now you can have a shortage of belief. And thank you all for coming on. I appreciate you. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I appreciate you. But there's no shortage of money because I know my God will always provide. But you can't have a shortage of faith. And so I'll watch these planes take off and land, and I was just like, man, if they have an abundance and they have a shortage of money and God, and they have something to where they built where they can be rescued, how come we can't do the same for ourselves and do the same for our businesses, our families, the organizations, our communities? How come we can't do the same? We can. We just have to put in the work. And that's why I say this self-care is so important, because in the self-care, we got to continue to do what most people won't do. But did Jerry Rice say, like, do what others won't, so today, so tomorrow you can do what they can't. And so I love coming down here just to watch the airlines take off. And you see there's another plane that's about to land. And with this plane that's about to land, it's like, man, it's $1 billion industry. Like, don't have a shortage of faith. We just got to put ourselves in the right system. And when you put yourself in the right system, all things are possible when we give it to God. And so it was cool just to see this, these guys working out here, right? Thank you all for. All right, there we go. So there we go. Sorry about that, y'all. Hopefully you can hear me. Thanks for staying on. I appreciate y'all. Again, thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I usually take my kids to this right here and at night, because it's gorgeous, especially when you see the airport lit up. This is Portland, Oregon. We're on the Vancouver, Washington side. And this is self-care. So I'm on the Columbia River, and when I say, hey, self-care, this is what self-care looks like. I don't always have the best reception, so I try to go to places that I have reception, good high signal, because in my office I don't have it. But I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I appreciate y'all support. Like, I couldn't do this without you. Here comes another airline coming from different sides. They say, like, they got different highways right here, but for me, when I see airlines and planes, I think of the hope that we can have and what's possible. Because think of the Wright brothers that that took them so long to see or to invent the plane and the technology, not even the technology in it now, but those are just commercial ones. Think about the private jets, the folks that can afford the private jets. So I think it's funny too, because I have someone over here, someone over there. I don't want to show their license plate, but someone over there, they're here too, just chilling, enjoying the view. Again, it's a good spot. It's called Kaiser Shipyard Memorial. One thing that's cool is for those that have a boat, and if you don't have a life jacket, there's life jackets in there, so you don't have to worry about not being safe. And it's cold out here. It's cold out here. But you get a chance to come out here and be one with nature. I think that's one thing that I feel is underrated. Self-care means you're not just one with yourself, like, don't isolate yourself, but you're one with nature and you're connecting with people. And I know we are connecting digitally, so that's why you shouldn't be scared or nervous or frightened to not engage. Because one of my best friends, I connected with him for 2 years before we actually met in person. And again, that was I've told the story many times, but he spoke so much life to me when he did meet me. But we already had the relationship, and it was not expected that I was going to see him. But we built our relationship digitally. So don't think like digital doesn't matter. Don't feel like you can't get what you need from a relationship by not engaging, participating. Like, all you got is right now. All you got is today. And this is why I say, like, when I come out here, I'm going back to my car because it's cold. It's real cold out here. I see these guys working and doing what they're supposed to do. Now I'm going to get back to where I need to do, because one, it's cold up in here. But secondly, it's like I want you to see, like, when it comes to all the ways that I connect and or I move or I function, or like, how did I get that idea? It's all part of everything. Like, there's not one part of my, like, I don't show all parts of my life, but there's parts of my life that I like to share because it makes me who I am. Or when people say, like, how did you get that idea, or how did you come across that? I came across it because of my normal surroundings, and when I'm in my peace, like, I'm usually here by myself, just peaceful, and I get a chance to see, like, from the water. I hear the water, I hear the nature, I hear the we have nature and we have man-made sounds. But on the Columbia River here, and I see another plane just landing. It is one of those things to where it's like, okay, God, I am a creation. You are the creator. Show me, Lord, show me, Lord, what you want me to do. I have my problems and I give them to you. I have my happiness and I give it to you. But sometimes I don't. I don't say, order my footsteps. I don't say always, like, sometimes I'm a little prideful. And I'm like, man, I do what I want. I do how I want. But then God humbles me. God humbles me. Oh my gosh, he humbles me. And I'm like, okay, God, I'm sorry. So I come out here, I try to come out here often, or be around nature, be outside, get my walks in, and just say, like, someone once say, don't get too high on the highs, don't get too low on the lows. And that's where you got to figure stuff out for yourself if you can. And if you can't, one with the creator, but if you can't, go talk with someone, but do not isolate yourself. That's why I wanted to show you this area. I've been out here before, but I didn't have good reception, so maybe you remember this in the lives. But if not, this is what I wanted to show you out here on the Columbia River. There's lots of great gifts and treats and trinkets for you if you get a chance to come out here to the Pacific Northwest. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I thank you for all the likes. I thank you for the subscribe. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the show. Please subscribe, or please like the videos if you haven't. When you go to the videos, I want to hear from you. What do you want to hear? How can I bless you? As a small creator, small business owner, a business owner that's on the rise, a business owner that's focused on building one of the best marketing agencies in the world, the way AI is coming for us, how our economy is changing, geopolitics are changing, or the geopolitical forces that are happening amongst us. Like, we still have a say, we still have a right to say these are the things which are our constitutional rights, right? How can we come together as a community? Businesses play a major part, including small businesses, which are 90% of the businesses here in America. So let's talk. Let's chat it up. Let's not be scared to have that dialogue, have that conversation. Last thing I'll say is, man, like, I love America, but man, when I went to Kenya, I loved it there too. There's something about traveling, and I've been to Cancun, I've been to the Philippines back when I was in the Marine Corps. I did a majority of my traveling when I was in the Marine Corps, but the places I went to, both Cancun, Mexico, and Kenya, Africa, in the last few years have been great, and seeing different cultures and the way they do things, but also the peacefulness. Here in America, we're always a go, 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 which, there's nothing wrong from time to time, but, there's just sometimes we just got to slow down and we just got to take care of self. With my mom dying, just realizing that, look, she at one point in time, she was here, she took up space, to where now she's gone. She don't take up anything. We are like a vapor, as the Bible says. We're going to come and we go. So make sure we enjoy the time as we're here, and that dash, as they say. Enjoy your time while you're here. Figure out what can work for you. I know I used to say I'm going to swim upstream and I'm going to enjoy the process because life is hard. And I'm now coming out of that season where I'm not trying to swim upstream anymore. I want to make life as simple as I can, but do what God has called me to do, be on purpose, and live a life to where I can enjoy it. So I wish y'all nothing but the best. So comment if you like the videos, like it. If not, comment. Let me know. I want to know from you all, how can we work together and make this world a better place? So this is where I wish y'all nothing but the best. Please stay you, authentically you, unapologetically you. And with that, I wish you nothing but love. In Jesus' name, God bless you. Dream big and Godspeed. I'm out.